Hi, my name is Julie Rorson. My friend once told me a story about when she was babysitting a child. She said he was about 8 years old, and she had just turned around to get some dinner ready for all of them. When she turned back around to see the child, he had whipped his phone out and was texting on it. He was only 8 years old and he was texting on a cell phone. She was a little bit concerned, so she called the mother, and the mother confirmed that the phone was actually his. I think that the rate at which children have their cell phones is a bit concerning. In this graph here, it shows that 1/5 of third graders own their own cell phone, and then 4/5 of middle schoolers have their own cell phone as well. According to Tudgin, half of all American children over the age of 12 own a cell phone. There are many problems that come up because children own cell phones, and a few of them are bullying, especially cyberbullying, less parental supervision, and dropping grades in school. These problems could easily be solved if we chose not to give children the cell phones in the first place. There would be less of an opportunity for children to be bullied if they didn't have cell phones. Englander did a study of over 18,000 children and found that 90% of middle schoolers had full internet access and texting access. This is a problem because with internet and texting access, there is a chance to be able to cyberbully. Denise Mann defines cyberbullying as an aggressive, intentional act carried out by a group or individual using electronic forms of contact repeatedly and over time against a victim who cannot easily defend him or herself. Owning a cell phone with internet access increases the risk that they could be cyberbullied. And if you think that your child wouldn't be a cyberbully, they could also be the victim of it and just not be telling you. If the child doesn't have the phone in the first place, then they are not likely to be cyberbullied as if they did have a cell phone. When a child has a phone, it also means that a parent lets go of a certain amount of supervision that they otherwise would have had. They're not able to see what the child is texting to their friends and what internet sites the child is visiting on their phone. Although there are monitoring services offered by cell phone companies, these are not realistic. U.S. Teen Mobile Report says that over 3,000 texts are sent a month on average by the average child. Leaving a child alone with a phone is kind of like leaving them home alone to get onto any TV program they want. There are good choices, but there are also choices that are dangerous to their health and wouldn't be good for them. When you come back, you don't know whether that child has watched a good TV show or if they've watched a bad TV show. Just like when they're texting, you don't know if they've been texting in a good manner or a bad manner. If, as a parent, you'll just never know for sure whether or not the child is using their phone in a good manner if you give it to them. And that's why we shouldn't give our child cell phones. As children's cell phone usage goes up, their grade point average will actually decrease. There's a study done by Jackson and others in Jackson's group that found that even if the cell phone usage is just average, which would be the 3,000 texts a month, that the child's grade point average will go down. Over a 2-year time span, it goes down a significant enough amount for it to be recorded. The same group also found when they studied children that play video games that their grade point average will go down when they're playing video games as well. And now, through cell phones, you can access video games. You can go online to the internet and access them, or you can get them on apps right to your phone. Children could be playing video games or using their cell phone, but either way, they are associated with lower grade levels, which is another reason not to provide your child with the cell phone. It is concerning that so many children have used cell phones and own cell phones at such a young age. If the phones are owned by a child, it is a problem. It makes them more prone to cyberbullying. They are not as easy to supervise, and the child's GPA will drop if they continue their cell phone use. One of the best decisions that you can make concerning cell phones as a parent is to disallow your child from using a cell phone.